It's time for me to talk about the Qlippoth, the Sefirot, the Kabbalah. All right? It's time. So, because I've shared little nuggets on my channel so far about my personal journey, I've had a lot of questions. People are interested. They want to know, what the heck am I even going on about? So, I'm going to be answering some of the questions. And the first one, I really feel needs to be answered because it's a question I had before I entered into any of this. And that is, can you be doing this subconsciously? Can you be in the Clifoth or the Sefirot subconsciously without knowing? Can you accidentally be doing this? Well, let's get into it. Let's answer it. So, if you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. I am Sarah, that divination witch. This channel is a safe space. So ask questions, nothing silly, and we're all different. We don't judge. If you want to join, hit subscribe. That's all you got to do. It's free. And if you want to support me or the channel, all of my links are below. I've got a shop, a website, and Patreon. And on Patreon, I'm teaching a lot. We're going through a lot of different things about Hecate, about tarot, about dark goddesses, like all sorts of stuff. So if you're interested, please have a look. Right, this card in front of me is the Tree of Life. But I have written on it, as you'll tell, with the names of the Qlippoth. Because ultimately the Qlippoth is the Tree of Death, and it is the same. Same but different, okay? So what these things are, I'll just flip it round to this side. There's a lot of information on here. The Tree of Life, the Kabbalah, stems from Jewish mysticism originally. Kabbalah, spelt with a K at the front, is usually the Jewish version, let's say. Kabbalah, spelt with a Q, is essentially the Heremetic version. It's found in Western esotericism, Western occultism. There's a lot of different takes on this. I'm not trying to get too in depth right now because that'll be for another video, okay? But to give you in a nutshell, you've got the Tree of Life and the Tree of Death. If you think of an actual tree, like one that grows out the ground, you've got the tree with the branches at the top and then at the bottom, the roots. And it is said the Tree of Life is the branches reaching up to the skies, up to heaven, and the roots is the Tree of Death reaching down to hell, essentially. Tree of Life, Tree of Death. So the diagrams of such things are the exact same, however, if you look through them. And that's for a reason, because I don't personally believe it's quite like that, but this is the condensed version to explain to you guys. What these diagrams are the universe. It is a man-made way of understanding the fabric of our reality as human beings. The Tree of Life, Tree of Death, all of it links with us as humans, the human body. It links in with other spiritual systems. It links in with the bleeding universe. The spheres, or Clifoth, if it's the Qlippoth, doesn't matter. Planetary energies. It's the solar system on a diagram. It's the solar system on a path that you can work through symbolically. Now, if you're into magic, you'll have probably heard of planetary magic. It's integral. If you're into astrology, you know the significance of the planets. You know the significance of the stars in the sky and how they impact a person when they're born and throughout their life. When Mercury goes into retrograde, you know. This diagram is the planets. Each planet represents different things. A different aspect of us. A different aspect of everything. When you work through these paths consciously, you knowingly do it, you research, you do your things, whatever that looks like for you, and you go through it knowingly. It is essentially deep shadow work, aka alchemy. It is integrating parts of yourself It is looking at parts of yourself that have been long repressed, parts of yourself represented with different planetary energies. And that is personal to each person that goes through this. What works for one doesn't work for another. We've all got different issues, all right? And that's what it is ultimately. The tree of life, it is about life. It is about manifesting things, growing, creating things, a new life for yourself, a new abundance, a new sense of knowing, learning, growing. The tree of death, it's stripping away. It is getting rid of the things that no longer serve you. It is removing all aspects of yourself that are false and stepping into your truth and who you truly are. They are both so similar and they are both required in my view. The Clifoth is a relatively new term for the tree of death, and there's a lot of misinformation and fear-mongering out there about it, and a lot of things I will be talking about in depth, okay, at some point. Within Judaism, it was known as the Sitra Ara, the dark side, and essentially, tree of life is normally ruled over by angels, tree of death by demons, traditionally. But is it traditional when they didn't really have a name for it, apart from Sitra Ara, and it wasn't until Crowley and the people that came after Crowley, like Grant, who coined names for it? It's pretty new, the concept of the Qlippoth. But they're one and the same to me. It's just, if you think of it like tarot, and these things are linked with tarot as well. If you are a tarot reader, you know the death card is about rebirth. So ultimately, for me personally, and everyone will be different, but I've gone through the tree of death first to let go, to then be able to accept the tree of life, to accept the abundance, to accept the good things, the happiness, the things that I want in life. I had to get rid of the old. Out with the old, in with the new. So, having explained all of this, can you even do this subconsciously? Because it is a map of the universe, of our reality. In my view, we are all a part of this, whether you realise it or not. So in a way, yes, but having gone through it now, having gone through one side of this tree, it's a world of difference when you are knowingly going through it. You don't have the same results. It doesn't have the same impact on your energy. You don't have the same growth and you don't have the same lessons. So in life, we all have trials and tribulations. We all have things that we go through. And before I went through any of this knowingly, I remember speaking with my friend Lauren, who's been on the channel. She was going through, I think it was the Sefirot. She's done both. And I was thinking, am I on this too? Because a lot of things she was going through, I've been through, or I was going through. And I asked about it, and I would always get a lukewarm answer. And it was kind of like, when I say ask about it, it's divination. So asking Hecate, my spirit's like, am I doing it? And it was like, well, yes, but no. You have to willingly step into these things 100% and give it your all to get the full value and lessons from it. So I know there'll be people of other opinions out there. Think what you want. It doesn't bother me. But people have asked me. And in my view, no, you can't do it subconsciously, not properly. But if you are living, you will be getting, you will be getting lessons from this, because it is the universe. It is our reality on a map. So that's why I feel even me once thought, oh, am I doing it subconsciously? Oh no. Don't panic, all right? Especially if it's something you don't want to do or you're apprehensive about, especially given the fear-mongering about the Qlippoth, the dark side, the tree of death. But, oh, it's demons, I used to be like that too. Don't fear. You're not going to be shoved into something unwillingly, because the universe is made up of free will, all right? We all have free will. You always have a choice. So there might be some things in life that you face that you don't really have a choice over. It's cause and effect. Something might happen to you that you're like, oh, but you've got a choice of how you react to it and how you learn from it. So something like this, you have to initiate into it. You have to willingly go into it and learn to get the full benefit and to get the full lessons. It's like I say, a world of difference. I've changed as a person going through this. I really have. I feel stronger. I feel more knowing, because you see on the tree, yeah, I'll show you just this side. There's a hidden sphere here called Da'at. The same on the Clifoth and the Sefirot. There, it's on this side, okay? It's the abyss. If you think of this as a map of our solar system, you've got your inner planets first, and then you cross the abyss, asteroid belt, to your outer planets. The microcosm, the macrocosm. And I'm at a stage, I'm in the macrocosm, and I just see like, yeah, there's just so much more to life that I didn't realise before and I didn't understand before. And I could have subconsciously been having lessons from planets that are from the macrocosm, yes, but I haven't gone through that stripping away, that learning, that growth, that willing knowledge to understand. And now I just do. I don't know how to put it into words. It's just this sense of knowing that you have. Some people call it an ego death. Call it what you want. It's just a label. You just know. And anyone who's gone through this truly, on either side, you'll know what I'm talking about. You just realise there's so much more. So much more. Yeah. It's like more than a spiritual awakening even. It's just, wow. So, that's my video. I don't know how else to explain this at the minute. I don't want to overwhelm and get too much in depth, okay? Because we're going to be speaking more and more about the Clifoth on the channel. This is just the first video that I'm doing about it, okay? I will be doing more about this stuff as I learn and grow myself, okay? If you want to follow along, hit subscribe. Check out the channel for more stuff I talk about. And yeah, until next time, stay safe, stay witchy. Bye.